Here in Phoenix, it's time for the 2009 NBA All-Star three-point shootout. Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, here tonight with Greg Anthony. To get things started, let's go courtside for the introductions.
Stand up and make some noise, basketball fans. Here are tonight's three-point shootout competitors. Tracy McGrady, Rip Hamilton, Dirk Nowitzki, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Peja Stojakovic.
McGrady will be leading things off for us tonight. Look for him to set the tone early with a good score here. Remember, 60 seconds, 5 racks, 5 balls in each rack, 4 one-point balls, and a 2-point money ball. Let's see how many he'll wind up with out of a possible 30.
2, 3.
Double shot right there. Hits the money ball for 5 on that first rack.
Yeah, but at least he didn't miss the money ball.
8,
7 straight, all aboard the shot-making train. The streak is over at 7 in a row.
11, 12.
That's 4 consecutive. His stroke's looking good. He's got 13 through the first 3 racks.
14, 15, 16, 17.
I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed of, but it's not like they're handing out any gift certificates.
19, 20, 21.
That's a nice effort. 21 points in that round. Looks like he has some good rhythm out there tonight, Greg. Hamilton is our next shooter, Greg. I watched this guy warming up and could not believe how smooth he looked. Let's see if he can do it now that the pressure is on. He needs a 22 here.
1, 2.
And he's through the first rack.
Even though he's wide open, it's a tougher shot than you think, especially if you can't shoot.
Hits the money ball. 5 points over the first 2 racks.
He's going to have to make some shots. He is running out of racks.
6.
My man needs to pick up the pace if he wants to wear the crown.
9.
With 11 going to the last rack.
12. 13.
Greg, that's 15 points to finish up his turn. That gets him the 2nd spot in this contest. Allen is next up in round 1. He looks relaxed and ready to go. To make this trip worthwhile, he'll need at least 15.
1.
Hey, we talk about guys who are smooth and effortless, and certainly Ray Allen fits that bill.
For my money, EJ, I think he's the best shooter in the game today and maybe ever.
4. 5.
First 2 racks gives him 7.
I knew there had to be a reason they put him in this competition. He can flat out get it done.
Having trouble finding the range here with his 3rd straight miss.
Ernie, he's thinking the same thing you think. Why can't I make these? I'm wide open.
11.
Moving on to the last rack now. He needs a couple more. There's 1. He's tied.
Last chance. Yeah!
With that score, he'll be moving on to the next round. Pierce is up next in the first round of tonight's shootout. He looks warmed up and ready to go, Greg. Let's see what he can do. He needs a 16 here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What best describes his shooting style?
I think it's patience, EJ, because he's not a quick catch and shoot guy. He's one who really shoots the shot when he's ready. It allows him to develop a great rhythm and consistency.
8 through 2 racks.
Ernie, can you handle the next rack? Somebody just hit me on my hip.
10, 11.
Make it 4 straight. He's finding the range now. Got all 6 that time. Points, that is, Greg.
60.
Not much suspense in this round, Greg. He's already hit enough to move on. He'll be a strong contender if he can keep this up. He is in the zone. 2 racks now. 13 consecutive. What a performance. He's feeling it. 3 racks in a row. And he's through to the next round with that shooting performance. Nowitzki is up next, so we'll get our first look at him here in the opening round of the competition. 16 can get it done for him.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4 to start off with.
Look out, Ernie. He could score big on this round.
6, 7.
4 back-to-back. He may have a run starting.
9, 10, 11.
He finds the net for the 4th straight time.
Time is running out on my man right now. He's going to have to pick it up.
14, 15.
The rest of these are just for practice. We'll see this sound-looking jumper again in the next round, Greg.
17, 18, 19, 20.
And he finishes up with 20, a healthy score, Greg. He's made it. He'll get to shoot again in the next round. Stojakovic will round off the field here in round 1. 15 is as low as he can go.
1, 2, 3.
And he's finished the first rack with 3.
See, that's the way you want to start. You want to get a little bit of a rhythm. Knock down a few.
6.
You know, I think you could wake up Peja Stojakovic out of a dead sleep, point him toward a gym, and he'd go out there and hit 15 out of 20.
I would have to agree with you. This guy's got just an unbelievably quick release, and his range is unlimited.
Oh, he's feeling it now. Cleared 2 full racks.
60.
And he's done it. This guy is a lot of people's sleeper pick, and I can see why, as that shot got him through to the next round. The streak ends at 14. Man, what a run he had going.
22, 23.
That's 23 for him this round. His night of shooting will continue as he advances. This round is behind us as we now take a look at who's eliminated and who's continuing on. Allen was the player with the fewest points to qualify for this round, and for that, he'll have to shoot first. The nice thing about this format, though, is that everyone starts off each round with a clean slate, so if he can just better his earlier performance, he'll get through the next round.
3.
3 misses in a row. The money ball is good.
6, 7.
That's 4 in a row. He's warming up.
9.
Average. That's exactly what this is. My man just wants to finish this off.
11, 12.
That's 4 hits in a row. He's dialing in the distance. And that's 13, Greg.
14, 15, 16, 17.
17 points to round it out. Not a bad performance. Not a bad start. I think he can do better, though. Nowitzki is up next in this round. He didn't have the highest score last time around, but then again, it wasn't the worst either. To take care of business, he'll need 18 or better. That makes 3 misses in a row. Just 1 point after the first rack.
A shooter always believes the next shot is going down. Unfortunately, I wouldn't classify him as a shooter.
drills the money ball. 4 points after the first 2 racks.
I keep telling them, don't let people who can't shoot into the competition.
6.
Man, I need to go lace up my sneakers. I can still win this skills competition.
9, 10, 11, 12.
He's within 3 of the score to beat heading into the final rack. And there's 1.
16,
That's 2. He's tied. Yeah! Through those last 2 without a miss.
20 points.
That shooting display good enough for him to advance. McGrady is next to go in this round. He did well enough last time around to advance, but I know he's aiming to do better.
1, 2, 4.
Count the money.
5, 6, 8, 9.
He's hit 4 straight. Looks like he's finding the touch. That's 6 in a row. Looks like he's found his touch. A misfire saw that streak end at 6. 2 more racks to add to his 12 points.
14.
Wait a minute, Ernie. You telling me this is the best he can do? I thought he'd hit for 20 or something.
16, 17.
That shooting performance will mean he's advancing. Stojakovic is our next shooter this round. He advanced past the last round without too much difficulty, but of course, that doesn't matter now. Your previous round scores do not carry over in this contest. You have to earn your way through each round.
2, 3.
4 in a row. He's getting his rhythm. Nice shooting. That's 1 full rack down with no misses.
7, 8, 9.
Streaks up to 9. He's putting on quite a display. Almost had a double-digit streak going.
12, 13.
He's at 4 in a row. He's finding a nice groove. Nails that entire rack.
17.
He's made the cut, and I tell you, this kid is in a smooth rhythm, Greg. 2 full racks without a miss. He's feeling it.
23.
That's his 12th straight basket. Can you say feeling it?
26.
He's perfect through the last 3.
With 28
That was good enough for him to advance. Pierce comes into this round as our #1 seed based off his earlier performance.
1.
3 misses back to back.
2, 3, 4.
That's 4 consecutive. His stroke's looking good.
6.
This is not what the fans came to watch.
7, 8.
After that miss and a little quick math, we can tell you that he won't be making an appearance in the next round. He scored a dozen. Not an impressive performance. His night of shooting is over. And we're done with this round as we look at the results and see who will move on to the next. McGrady is up first in this round, having posted the lowest total out of all the competitors to advance from the last round.
1, 2, 3.
That's 2. Make it 4 straight. He's finding the range now. 6 in a row. He's on a nice roll now. A miss ends the streak at 6. 10 through 2. Impressive.
I got to say, Jay, my man's putting on a pretty good show so far. Oh, yeah, and he's not shooting that bad either.
13, 14, 15.
I'm thinking he'll end up with a decent score here.
And he's onto the final rack with 15.
17.
A solid performance. 19 points to finish up the round. That's a great start, Greg. He's got to be happy with that result. Allen will be the next guy to go. He's happy to have made it into this round, but I have a suspicion he's just getting it going now, Greg. He may light it up this round.
1, 2, 3, 5.
That's 5 in a row. He's heating up. 7 in a row is a lucky number for him. It's almost as if when you watch him play during the regular season, it translates very well into what he's doing here in the three-point shootout.
That's a great point you make there, Ernie, because really you don't want to change your rhythm for how you shoot in an actual game to how you compete in this competition. The more you can stay with that and stay succinct, the better your chances.
19.
He's in great shape heading into rack 5. Needs just one more. Yeah!
22. 23.
That was enough to get himself into the next round, Greg. Nowitzki is up next in this round. He didn't have the highest score last time around, but then again, it wasn't the worst either. He needs at least a 19 here. You know what amazes me sometimes when I watch Dirk Nowitzki in this contest? You talk about a high arc, man. That thing takes forever to come down.
Especially when you're starting from 7 feet. Unbelievable. Look at the trajectory.
8. 9. 10.
4 back-to-back. He may have a run starting.
13. 14.
It comes down to the last rack now, and he'll need at least 3. This. Uh-oh. Oh! 18 points, a pretty solid score to finish the round. Stojakovic looks focused and ready to go. If his last round performance is any indication, he's definitely the hottest shooter out there right now, Greg. 19 will get it done for him.
1, 2, 3.
He finds the net for the 4th straight time.
5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12.
EJ, it looks like we got some competition. Now, I like that stroke.
14, 15, 16.
He's already tied and has a full rack to go. Yeah!
20.
8th consecutive, he just keeps pouring them in. Another full rack down. He's on fire.
24 points.
This round is in the books as we now take a look at who's advancing. McGrady was the player with the fewest points to qualify for this round, and for that, he'll have to shoot first. The nice thing about this format, though, is that everyone starts off each round with a clean slate, so if he can just better his earlier performance, he'll get through the next round.
3.
That's 4 in a row. He's warming up. Three straight misses. 4th miss in a row. 5th consecutive miss. That's tough. Got nothing on that rack. He's finding a new definition for futility. 7 straight misses. Makes the money ball. He just hasn't been able to string it together. He needs to finish strong.
9, 10.
He needs to concentrate on getting this last rack down, Ernie, unless he wants to be like you.
13, 14.
Made them all on that rack. He made it look easy. Didn't look like he was totally comfortable out there, but a pretty good start nonetheless. 17, 18, 19, doesn't matter as long as it's more than 16.
1, 2, 4. 5, 6,
6 out of a possible 12 after 2.
Ernie, did I call it? I told you he'd hit at least 6.
7, 8.
He's at 10 after 3. That's 4 hits in a row. He's dialing in the distance.
13, 14.
One rack to go now, and he's still 2 away from the bubble score. There's 1. He's tied. Yeah!
18.
He's made the cut, and he'll have a shot at the 3-point crown. Stojakovic is up and looks ready to go. He's our highest seed in this round based on his performance last time out. A 17 will make it happen for him.
1, 2.
Is there anybody in this field, Greg, who makes it look any easier than Peja does?
Not at all. And the other thing, you forget that this is a really big guy who's got just an unbelievable shooting touch.
8, 9, 10, 11.
He's hit 4 straight. Looks like he's finding the touch. And through 3, he's at 11.
12, 13, 14.
Going into the last rack, he has to make at least 1 more.
Uh-oh. He'd have to choke to miss this.
Yeah!
19.
He'll be one of our shooters in tonight's final. Let's take a look at who's staying and who's going after that round. Allen was the last player to make it into this championship round. For that, he will shoot first. Let's see if he can put up a score that'll be tough to beat.
1, 2, 3.
4 in a row. He's getting his rhythm.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11.
3 in a row he's missed now.
13.
Man, the fans came to see a show. Give us something. Make 1 shot.
That rack's going to hurt him.
With 13
A
points.
run-of-the-mill performance. He ends up with 13. Stojakovic has earned the right to be in control of his own destiny as the last shooter of the evening. He knows what he has to do. Now let's see if he can get it done. At least a 13. He'll probably want the 14, though.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's at 4 in a row. He's finding a nice groove.
8, 9, 10.
That's 4 consecutive. His stroke's looking good.
He's probably going to be our champ. Who am I kidding? I think it's pretty much over, EJ. Bring on the trophy presentation.
No question after that last shot. He's going to win the long-range title going away.
20.
That's a dozen straight.
22.
14 consecutive. What a display.
With 23 points.
That just about does it. Peja Stojakovic is the champion of tonight's three-point shootout. Tonight's three-point champion is about to be awarded his trophy. Let's go courtside for the presentation. It will certainly be one of the highlights of All-Star Weekend 2009, the Sprite Slam Dunk Contest. I'm Ernie Johnson, and joining me is Greg Anthony, and we're about to get things started. Let's go courtside for player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Let's hear you make some noise for tonight's Slam Dunk contestants. From the Memphis Grizzlies at 6'9", Rudy Gay. From the Orlando Magic at 6'11", Dwight Howard. From the Dallas Mavericks at 6'8", Gerald Green. From the Cleveland Cavaliers at 6'8", LeBron James. Your judges for tonight's competition: Mike D'Antoni, Byron Scott, Phil Jackson, Doc Rivers, Maurice Cheeks.
Okay,
First
so
up,
would a
Gerald
past
Green.
champion, a guy like Gerald Green, have a chance against this competition tonight?
Absolutely. Again, it's no question he's got the physical. Well, before the competition, he said expect the unexpected, and I'm still expecting it.
That's unexpected.
Yes, that's true. I concur.
That was unexpected, too.
See, I'm feeling that. I don't know if everybody appreciates that dunk, but I'm going to give him an 8 or a 9.
No nines at all, Greg. He'll just get a 40 from our judges there.
Well, for me, that's about right. That was a good dunk, but he can definitely do better, and there's no doubt that he knows it.
Gay is up next and looks ready to go. Let's see if he has any early nerves here, Greg. Well, he must have a little soccer experience in his background. Let's see what he's got.
Oh, my goodness. Off the score clock as well. Beautiful timing on that. Very difficult dunk. I think the judges will reward that one highly.
There it is, a perfect score, Greg.
This man has just taken a step up to legendary status. You the man.
He's in the top spot with that dunk. Howard is ready to get his first one out of the way. Let's see what he's got in his bag of tricks. I think it may be time to kick the clock. Okay. Hey, that's pretty impressive, that kick.
Well, yeah, if he were playing soccer.
Well, maybe he should consider that. Off the shot clock.
Oh, and he just beat the clock on that one, EJ. Again, not a bad dunk. It won't hurt him in the overall competition.
You are a tough judge. Well, he managed to get almost all nines from our judges there. That'll give him 44 for the attempt.
Look, perfection is all about you taking a few more chances. You got to stretch it out a little bit. Do something the judges haven't seen before.
Now's the time to show your stuff. Everybody's watching. Crowd waiting to explode. A little kick.
That's a tough dunk. If you're going to miss the more difficult ones. That's how you prepare to get better.
Little toss. And he's come up with a pretty good dunk.
Sometimes just taking a different angle, a different approach can make a dunk more impressive.
I can tell you're impressed.
Somewhat.
Now, that'll get the fellas out their seat right there. I'm going to say at least a 9, maybe a 10.
42 is a little lower than you were thinking, Greg.
No one gave him one single 10. Are you kidding me? I was feeling that dunk. Look at the crowd. He got robbed.
Green is now ready for his final attempt of this first round. Coming in off the wing.
Did he dunk it yet?
Most of the time he's entertaining.
You know, you just expect so much more when a guy's blessed with his athletic ability.
That result is mediocre at best, Greg.
Oh, man, that hurts. That was pathetic.
10s would be great, but 8s and 9s should be enough for him here.
I tell you, he didn't waste much time nor effort on that dunk. Average at best.
Maybe he should have given it a little more thought.
Come on now, that cannot be a 10. I mean, it was okay, but I'll give him a 9.
Well, judges are on the fence between 8 and 9. Total of 42 there.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be all right with that one. I mean, that's a pretty good score. It's not going to hurt him in the competition.
Howard is up again for his final dunk attempt of the round. He may throw in a little something extra to cap off his first set of dunks. He needs to pull off something pretty spectacular here. 49.
Oh, this is why we're here, EJ. Seeing things that the average man is unable to accomplish. Look at the beauty in terms of the hang time. It reminds me of me.
You were right, Greg. They're unanimous with the 10s.
Look at him. Again, acting like that was no big deal. And he just became a legend. We'll be seeing that dunk in every highlight film from now till forever.
He needs a 50. If he's held anything back, I'm pretty sure we'll see it on this dunk. That's tough to practice this dunk. He's going off a jumbotron.
I tell you what, and that's a great point you make, because remember, these guys, this thing takes a toll on your knees to have to go out continuously and try and practice these things. That's why there's such a commitment, so much anticipation in this competition. That was a beautiful performance. Oh, that's a tough one right there, EJ. But I still think it's just a shade under 10, 9.7.
Well, a couple of the judges thought that was only a 9, but he still ends up with a 48. Pretty good stuff.
This guy is one of the truly high flyers in the league. There's no doubt in my mind he's got another level in him, but a score that will suffice.
Dwight Howard is tops in that round as we take a look at who's in and who's out. Well, let's see if he's got the creative juices flowing here.
Oh, wait a minute. He's still in the air.
We took a commercial break and came back, and he was still up there.
Let me tell you, man, that's just how I used to do it. Oh, that's got to be a 10 plus, a 10 something, 11, 12, whatever.
You called it, Greg. 10s across the board for a huge 50.
I tell you what, they should give him even more. They should give him like an 11 or a 12. Whenever you go out there and do something as sick as that, you deserve the best possible score.
Let's see how creative he can be right here, Greg.
You need to practice this before the competition.
I'll tell you what, all those buttons on that controller, they have an effect on what happens here.
They are there for... Dad, darn it! Sweet Jiminy Crickets, you see what the young fella just pulled off?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh, Ernie, doesn't that just make you wish you could go out and fly like that? Get a man a 50.
And there we see it, all 10s for a perfect score.
Okay, right now I'm saying it. He is officially one of the baddest dunkers on the planet.
Gay will try and clinch the crown with his last dunk of the competition. One of the keys here is being original. He's been working... not bad.
You know, he's looking for the woo factor, but it looks more like the ooh factor.
You don't think much of that at all, do you? And it's 6s across the board here, Greg.
You don't want to go there, my man. Not today.
Howard will see if he can wrap things up in style here with the last dunk of the night. All he needs is a solid score here.
I know everyone can't catch and shoot, but you should be able to catch and dunk, Ernie.
Not even coming close to grabbing this thing.
You could hear it in their voices. They're still disappointed. Eventually, we'll get an attempt that goes. Yeah, a little too difficult right there. Timing definitely an issue on this one, EJ.
Didn't get much on that kick. In fact, that was nowhere near. He had 24 seconds to try and dunk it, but he didn't even get it to the rim.
I just don't know the thought process, or lack thereof, I should say, behind his performance. What the heck was he thinking of?
So the 0 total will knock him right out of this competition. Greg, it's official. This year's dunk champion is going to be Rudy Gay. He came out on